Good morning, I'm Taylor Larkin.
And I'm Tyler Howard.
Welcome to the E2 News.
This is the news for the week of Monday, February 2nd to Friday, February 6th.
Here's this week's lunch menu.
Monday, mozzarella sticks choice taco pizza.
Tuesday, soft taco choice ravioli.
Wednesday, chicken noodles choice baked pork chop.
Thursday, hot dog choice mini sub.
Friday, lasagna choice chicken nuggets.
The Explorer bookstore will be open this Wednesday during lunch.
And remember, every book costs just $1.50 each.
Our boys basketball team has a game this Tuesday at Liberty Christian at 4:30 and Thursday at 10th Street at 5:30.
Good luck, boys. Bring home a victory.
It's time to hear the word of the week.
This week's word is ecstatic.
Ecstatic means feeling very happy and full of joy.
For example, Mr. Boyd is ecstatic when people clean up their own mess in the cafeteria.
Remember to try to use the word of the week when you are talking or writing this week.
And remember to clean up your own mess in the cafeteria.
And now it's time for the
shout out of the week.
Dr. Scott would like to give a shout out to Mrs. Stanley's and Mrs. Payton's class for spelling out perfect attendance and earning a classroom popcorn party. Great job, students.
Mrs. Stanley would like to give a shout out to third graders Charisma Welker, Alexi Keller, Jade Scott, and Kaya Hubble for passing their 12s in multiplication. Way to go, you make us proud.
And now it's time for Mrs. Womack to do the fish cash drawing for books.
Hey, before we do the fish cash drawing, I just wanted you guys to get a good look at our new t-shirts that Parent Club is selling. They're school shirts, and my friend Ian Willoughby from Ms. Bennett's class is helping me out. He's got a new shirt on, and it says Eastside Elementary. The t-shirts are $10. If you look, can you turn around, let them see the back? On the back, it says E2, proud, positive, and productive, because that's what we are here at E2. You can turn back around so they can see your smiling face. We also have the t-shirts that are glittery. I don't know if you can see that from the camera, but they're glittery. The letters are glittery, and these are $15 front and back. And then we also have hoodies that are available that are $21 front and back. The order forms probably went home last week, but if you lost it, if you didn't see it, you can get another one from the office. The order forms and the money need to be turned in by Monday, February 16th. We look forward to seeing all of these E2 shirts that are being sold again by the Parent Club, and we will look forward to it. Thanks. Good morning, Eastside Explorers, and once again, it's time for our fish cash drawing for books. Remember, if your name gets called, come on down to the office and get a certificate that you can use for a free book on Wednesday at the Explorer bookstore. Our first grader for this week, from Mrs. Skelding's class, Yesenia Lopez. From Mr. Barnett's class, Justin Kahn. From Mrs. Skelding's class again, Briley David. And our last first grader for this week, from Mrs. Shuck's class, Mr. Aaron Rhodes. Come on down and get a certificate. There's a second grader here from Ms. Bennett's class, Soraya Jones. Mrs. Hines' class, Abigail Sylvia. Mrs. Hines' class again, Danica Phipps. And our last second grader for this week is from Ms. Bennett's class, and it's Tyler Summers. Come on down and get a certificate. From third grade, Mrs. Sanders' class, Mr. Terry Simonson. Mrs. Sanders' class again, Jalen Reed. From Mrs. Stanley's class, Carly Percival. And about our last third grader for this week is from Mrs. Sanders' class again. It's Caitlin Renfro. Come on down and get a certificate. Fourth graders from Mrs. Biggis's class, Mariah Summit. From Mrs. Payton's class, Winter Pierce. From Mrs. Maidlow's class, Gavin Ashby. And our last winner from fourth grade for this week, from Mrs. Payton's class, Kirsten Waymeyer. Come on down and get a certificate. Fifth graders from Mrs. Fulton's class, Hannah Bowen. Mrs. Lavell's class, Zara Dock. Mr. Lambert's class, Robbie Poffenbarger. And our last winner from fifth grade for this week is from Mrs. Lavell's class, and it's Ashlyn Allman. Come on down and get a certificate. And once again, Eastside Explorers, thank you for being proud, positive, and productive.
a great week.